there, people of the internet. My name is Udwal Jagero, and this is Dialogues with Jagero, Dialogues with Salano. Now, Salano and I, or I and Salano.
Salano and I.
Salano and I did a wonderful podcast episode. And he was bragging to me the other day that it took him from 20,000 to about 80,000 followers on TikTok. His highest view on one specific cut that we did, for which I'm going to send him an invoice, is 1.7 million views. Another one has got 700,000 or 800,000? 800,000. Now, kona mamia ma 50 manini. So we sat down and said, why don't we talk about marriage even more? All right? Yes. So welcome very much, Salano. I am very happy to see you again. We are talking about what is the correct title of our thing? Why
happy marriages still end in divorce? Why
happy marriages still end in divorce? That's a very serious statement, bro. Is it?
Yeah, very serious. Wow.
What is a happy marriage? What's a happy marriage?
First of all, thank you so much.
Yes.
This is another episode. I think the demand is high outside there for such topics. And I like the response and the feedback that people are giving us.
What have people been telling you about? What are some of the questions that people are asking there on TikTok? I saw with your lovely wife having a good time on TikTok and money raining.
Leave that, I know where you're going. You'll be asking me for a commission or a type.
Okay, what are some of the things that people are really struggling with in relationships and marriage today?
Before even I got there,
yes,
when I was here the first time,
okay,
I talked about having sex daily, and you were like, it cannot possible, nguvu ni mingi nini. So when I came the second time, you told me how was that possible.
Yes,
and I gave you the triggers.
Yes,
that can make it possible to happen.
Yeah.
Okay? And after those triggers, people are like, no, iya ifanyiki. But why I'm happy is that when I looked at a trigger like showering together, over 1,000 people are saying that even us we will shower together. I said,
wako na watoto.
Watu wanatokezea wapi?
I'm wondering, things can get heated if you are having a one-bedroom house. Things get heated in the bathroom, bro. No. When things get heated in the bathroom, what do? You know,
you go to your bedroom.
Hey.
And then kwani wako tuko mlango anasikiza vitu mnafanya.
Kwa shower.
And then that's just one point. Another point, things like that we sleep naked. People are like, even as we do. Kwani nyinyi mnatoka wapi? Kwani kitu ni mpya kwenu? And I was like, yes, these things are happening. People are doing them outside
the problem I have with sleeping naked, as I told you, is that
your balls are all over the
place. They need some restraining. I think the good thing with underwears is that underwears have a way of packaging your stuff together, so that even when you roll, you can sleep on your balls. Actually, you don't know.
Let them just dangle freely. You can't sleep on your balls.
Really?
Just like ladies there, okay, there are those who are in that matiti na ingia kwa makwapa inaanza kwa gido inabidi anza kucheka, so the breasts are all over, so they cannot sleep naked.
Yes.
And also things like shaving each other. I saw some people saying they do it.
That is very controversial too. I thought that was very, very controversial too.
Yeah, and there's a couple that commented, and she said that they've been married for 26 years old, and they have been shaving each other for the last 26 years. And it has been a very nice experience. and then just finally,
okay, I
received a call here yesterday.
Okay.
From a friend in Germany.
Okay.
How long is that call?
This call is 1 hour 19 minutes.
Yes. This lady is just calling us, tell us that she's shocked that we are saying things that are happening in our marriage. So she's like, Salano, I'm like, kwani mnaishi life yetu? Me and my husband, our pins are the same, our passwords are the same, I can access her. Sasa, I'm like, kumbe, these things are not new. So as you are wondering what's wrong with Salano, me, I'm also wondering what's wrong with you.
Really?
Yeah. So these things are happening in marriages. So if you are in a wrong marriage, that's your problem. And then people are living, that people would say to become slaves of their own marriages.
What does that mean?
You see, you can say to be a freedom in your marriage, or a free person or a slave. If I am a free person, or if I'm a slave in my marriage, I don't allow my wife to touch my phone. So maybe there's electricity blackout, and then power blackout. Then she tells me, can I have your phone? I just used for light.
Yeah.
You'll be following her behind just to ensure that it's light that she's going to say nothing else. Even if you switch you put your password.
Yeah.
So you are not free. You are showering and your phone rings. You feel like coming out of it first because your wife may pick and don't know who is calling. You live like a slave. So it's a slavery that you put yourself in. But there are those who are in free marriages. You are in a freedom. Like as we wake up at night to pray, maybe I can wake up at 3 or at 1, anytime you feel like you want to wake up. And then my wife will wake up and pick my phone and go with it. Because she's using the Bible, we have the devotion app that we use. She may pick mine. When I wake up,
she doesn't have all those devotion apps on her own.
She has on her phone also,
okay.
But she may choose to pick mine to use mine.
Really?
Because my phone is better than hers. So when I wake up, I will pick hers and use. So I'll not be like, hey, Amanda sitting on simu yangu. Oh, what is she going through? What is she doing? No, I don't have those things. I'll just pick hers, I use it, and I return it there. Because I am a free person. I don't have those things that are restraining me, like what's happening. So let us just choose to live in a freedom marriage. So.
I wanted to ask you about shaving, but I'm afraid of asking you.
Just ask.
So if you are shaving in marriage, you are using is there a particular kind of blade? Because I don't even know whether the pubic hair of a woman and that of a man are the same. Because in my marriage, I don't I don't shave my wife. I don't shave my wife. So is it that you agree on the kind of wembe that you're going to use? Because I see some people are using the clipper. You know. It takes a little bit of hair out, but leaves a little bit of more there. But then a razor, some people fear the razor because of the balm. So is this just an agreement that you guys do in the marriage, or how does it?
We have 3 things that we use.
Okay.
We can either use Vit.
Vit.
Yeah. That's a paste.
Yeah, okay.
That you use, then you just remove the hair. We also use Gillette.
Okay.
Gillette, the way those blades have been angled,
okay,
it can't cut you.
All right.
It just can't.
Yeah.
It will just go through the valleys and the hills very smoothly.
Valleys and the hills very smoothly.
Very smoothly. We also have this machine for shaving.
Yes.
Yeah. It can also not cut anywhere.
Yes.
So, okay, for the past 15 years, I've not experienced any cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've not cut any.
Do you know how balls are because there is hair on balls? Yes. Do you also shave balls? Some balls is off limits because balls can be very tricky,
You just work with those wrinkles with the care. There are wrinkles. Yes, we just hold the wrinkles and they look like the frog's skin.
Like the frog skin. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So you just handle pole slowly by slowly, turning it around until the balls are clean. Everywhere. There's no way we live with no hair is left untouched.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, why are happy marriages ending in divorce? No one wants to, when every couple is getting married, no one wants to end up in a divorce. No one says that I'm beginning, but I want to end up in divorce. They're always happy. They want to live like this happily forever. That's the intention. We want to live happily forever. The way he's always caring about me, let this thing remain like that forever. Now, what happens that at the end of the day, you find the same couples end up in divorce? I'll begin by saying, I don't know where do I begin from, but I'll say this. When you are dating or your first new days in marriage, or let me say when you are almost getting married, how many times were you calling each other? As many times as possible. You will take a phone and you are like, do you have Airtel line? Because we want to just talk freely. And you'll begin talking for a morning. Maybe you finish the work. At 10 p.m., 11 midnight, you're still on your phone. Now we are finished. Good night. See you disconnect. It's you to disconnect today. No, I disconnect yesterday. You should disconnect today. Disconnect. You disconnect. So you're like there. Bye then. Bye. Disconnect. So you'll be there for another disconnect, another 1 hour, because you just love this person. You feel you want to talk to this person without getting tired. You will buy SMS and chat the whole day. You will use WhatsApp. You are in that mood. What happens that now? Okay, are you seeing that picture that I'm trying to picture? That is how a marriage should be throughout. That's how a marriage should be throughout. It's not to a point now that communication cuts or reduces. So that is the aim of how a marriage was supposed to be. The way it begins, that's how it should end. But what happens now somewhere along the line, you no longer look this person the way you used to look at him. You no longer love this one the way you used to love him. So there are basic things that maybe I can say that are the things that are leading to the breakup of most marriages. Maybe I'll discuss them later in details. But one of them, it is very good to know your blood group and your blood group spouse before you get married.
Really?
Yes.
Let's go there. What does that mean? That is going to break marriages.
The Bible says that
okay.
The life of an animal or anything, it's in the blood. So the way your life is, how you behave, is all about your blood.
Which Bible is that?
Leviticus talks about the life of blood. The blood of an animal is the life of that animal.
The blood of that animal is the life of that animal.
When there's no blood in you, there's no life in you.
Yes.
So blood is what you are, all about your blood.
Okay.
So I'll just give you a simple example. Blood group O, either O positive or O negative. These people are the most loving people. They are very romantic people. Their sex drives are very high. They have very high libido. Blood group O people that are the most hardworking. This person cannot sleep until his task is complete.
Why are you talking about me, brother? Do you know I'm blood O?
I know. Even from just looking at you, blood group are always big in size.
Oh yes, is that so?
It's natural. They're always big in size.
That is new.
A blood group O will not sleep until he finishes his task. Akienda kulala kwa no. Hiyo kitu ningemaliza nikuje nilale. It disturbs him. They're the most hardworking. Blood group O's don't like receiving orders from anyone. They like giving orders.
I'm the wongo.
So they like being managers. Have you ever had?
Oh my God!
Have you ever had a place whereby Muhindi amepigwa na mfanyakazi? That was a blood group O.
Really?
Because wewe mangi kuja unafanya nini jenga anakuja anakupiga ngumi because they can't already be given orders.
Yeah.
But a blood group would like to be given a managerial position so that he can lead very well. These people, they are not procrastinators. A blood group will not think twice before implementing an idea. Unamwambia leo kesho implement because he doesn't even calculate. Unlike, let us say, blood group A will come and ask, if I want to begin this business here, who is running another business like that one? Who are my competitors? Will I make profit? What about if thieves come and break in my shop? He'll do a lot of, they procrastinate and they end up not doing anything. So, blood group O's, they always take first charge. So, if I now come to the negative side of them, these people suffer from anger issues. They are highly temperamental. Anything small makes them so angry. And if you hear that couples have killed each other, they're always blood group O's who kill.
Oh, really?
Yes. Most narcissists are blood group O's. Narcissistic tendencies because they want to dominate in a marriage. So if you
narcissistic tendencies.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can't give him an order in your house. Ati wewe so ungeto hizo zako hapo. Mimi ndio mzee. So because he'll always justify what he has done.
Okay.
So you'll find that also blood group O's mostly they're not empathetic. You have lost your mother and you are my staff. You go to work. You go to funeral. I'll expect to work by the end of the week. So I'll be like, kwani ni matanga si alishakufa mkazika? You should be here in my office. What are you still doing there? But someone like blood group A or blood group B, they are very empathetic. They're like, oh, how is your mother?
Blood group A.
A, B. I don't know if I'm going to all those, but I'll just...
Yes.
So you find that they'll be like, Sas, how is your mother? You buried. Are you okay? Do you think you need more time to go and rest? Okay, how are your children? Did your son get help? They get into your family, into your life. Blood group A, he will, if he's a boss, let's say he's a headmaster or a principal, you'll find him in the staff room drinking tea with the other teachers. Hey, habari mwalimu, how is your house? And anakunywa chai now. Blood group will be in his office, giving orders to those ones. So, if we have couples who are blood group O, both of them, and all of them are having anger issues, that marriage, no one is going to solve any issue in that marriage. Because we are a panda or you are a panda. They'll begin going parallel, all of them. So you tell your friend, "Ndakupiga, piga." I'll beat you. Beat. If you are a real man, beat me. If you are a real man, beat me. So you find that that's one thing you should be able to check very, very well. And then also, these people, the blood group O's, that are the majority of the population. If you are 8 billion, 47% are blood group O's. Have you seen these people? They love kazi mzito. Have you seen these guys who always just go and carry kubeba gari, carrying a Nissan, or they always carry very heavy metals and very big sports?
Yeah.
They're always blood group O's. They love those big tasks, those heavy tasks. I don't know. I don't know if I should go into details of those things because
you can go into details.
Really?
Yeah, you can go into details.
I think I'm putting those things together.
Okay.
I just have some. Now, let me just tell you this. We have said they have physical and personal strength. Always big in size. They have stamina, self-reliance, courageous, hardworking. They love power and optimism. They are outgoing and daring. They have standards for themselves, are go-getters. They implement ideas very quickly. They are determined. They have excellent leadership qualities. They are intuitive, sociable, energetic. When they work in the room, he'll always just come, how are you guys, man? What's happening here? This dialogue with the he'll always be energetic.
Are you O? Are you O?
But I am O introvert. You are O extrovert.
Come on.
And then they have a touch of class, elegance. And then when you come to their negative ones, they have a don't care attitude. They have a don't care. You see, unawambia ti my friend, you are adding weight. Kitambi yako inawambia my friend, leave my roto tank alone. We'll be given new bodies in heaven. Those are bad group O's. They don't care. They don't care much about how they dress as long as their nakedness is covered. He'll come and pick the clothes that he wore yesterday, as long as it was washed and returned. Whatever that's on top, he'll pick that and wear again.
Yeah.
See, you wore this clothes yesterday. So it's mine. So sijaiba ni yangu. So he doesn't see an issue of repeating a cloth many times. They don't care attitudes. If you troll them online, it doesn't move them a bit. They don't care. Yeah, you troll them, they say, life is like that. They don't care. They are overconfident, know-it-all attitude. Engage a blood group or in politics, he'll take you there.
Yes.
Take him to sports, he knows about it. Take him to things about women, he knows about it. Take him about whatever. They have like ideas on everything around them.
Oh, group O.
They have narcissistic characteristics, domineering and hot-tempered and arrogant. A blood group O will not...
I am not arrogant.
A blood group O will not backbite you.
Hey.
He will come and ask you. I'm told that you have an issue with me. What is it? Can we talk about it?
But I don't want you. I don't want you doing this to me. All right, people of the internet, I hope that you're enjoying this episode very much. And I just had a break to tell you about my new book. You know, everybody says that there is no job, and that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their town, in their city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs, mothers call uncles, uncles call brothers, but there are no jobs. Let me tell you what no one is telling you. Jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them except you. I work for Americans myself. I work for Europeans. I work for the Chinese. I work for the Australians. I work for the Canadians. And so, because I have done so much for myself, I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a digital book called Goldmine 18 Hustles for Africans. And then in 2025, AI came. People say AI is taking away our jobs. And for me, I'm going to say false. There are actually AI jobs. Jobs are not being taken by AI, but there are new jobs online that are there because of AI. Now, mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. And for now, In my new book, we have 25 online and offline jobs that you can leverage on if you do not have a job. So in this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustles specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I've made and lessons I've learned over the 15 years that I have worked online. So what can you do online? You can become an executive assistant for busy folks in Europe, America, Canada, and get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. Okay? You can build a lot of things. Build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce shop without capital, be an affiliate marketer, or you can also become actually an English tutor and tens of AI jobs. If you have a job, that is fine. But I also know that you can buy this book for that brother, for that sister, for that mother, for that cousin, for that husband who is watching Netflix all day at home. Buy it for your friend who is always asking for cash, that friend. Now, all the information is on the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or go to my website, which is odworjigero.co.ke. And now, back to programming.
And like those who can be talking like, you see, we at least they cannot backbite you, they'll come and tell you. If they don't like they don't like anything about the just say, but them I don't like your character. I don't like you. They tell you. Okay. And then they are very competitive. That's another bad character. They are very competitive. Which car has he bought? I'm going to get a loan. I have to buy my car also. People are marrying. That's why they end up in very bad marriages, because they make drastic decisions. My classmates who we left with are married, all of them here. Are you sure? I'm marrying before the end of this month. So any lady who comes in before them, they marry. So they end up getting on a very wrong marriage because they're married with very wrong foundations because of people are marrying. So I also have to marry. Another thing is that they don't take what I've said about that. They are very stubborn. They don't maintain harmony and hard to accommodate others. They're very hard to accommodate others. Okay, why do they always big in size? Because of they have high thyroid hormone. So they maybe you find their metabolism is quite high. So it's like whatever they eat is absorbed. So most of them are always big-bodied. It's hardly, this thing I'm saying is not for all blood group O's. Some. But majority are having these traits. So you may say, I'm not hot-tempered, but I'm A. It's not for all of them, but majority are having these traits. Now, if I'm saying that there are narcissists, and you'll find that a narcissist is a kind of a man or a woman who will always want to dominate in the marriage. He doesn't want that thing of wife-husband relationship. It's king-slave relationship. So you'll find that if you are like, they're also insecure because they'll be like, you have gotten a job. Now they're telling your wife, you gotten a job, yeah. Where do you get the job? At a certain company. Is your boss a man or a woman? He's a man. I'm not comfortable with you having that job. Why? He's just a boss. No. How many men are in that office? Around 4. And women? I think I'm the only lady. No. You can't work there. They are very insecure because they feel like, so you'll find that they're trying to control you so that you don't get a job, you remain in the house, so that they can be able to manage you while in the house. So that's a very bad character for us blood group O's. But once you discover that you have that issue with you, you begin working on it. But if you don't know. So now, blood group A, there are things about dieting, what they should eat. I'll not go into that. Blood group A, they are very intelligent, very creative. And they have a sense of empathy and sympathy. These are people, when maybe someone has died, they'll be like, Jagero, you lost your father. I'm sorry about that. So what are the plans? When are you burying? Okay. Do you need any support from me? Will you wish us to do anything? Can we give you the company, anything? They are there to feel with you. And then they are reserved and very loyal. Very loyal. And then they value friendships. So these are people, blood group A's, if you get them in a relationship, their marriages hardly end. And suppose they find a blood group O who is mistreating them, they'll just remain there, suffering in that marriage. Because they're like, if I end this relationship, where will I go? Have you seen women who are saying that, Mimi, he was using me. I just woke up one day, I'm an orphan, I have no place I'm going, I have no job, I just left the house and went. They don't know where they're going. That's blood group O. They don't care about tomorrow, they just leave and go. But A will be like, if I leave now, this guy is the main provider in this house. I don't have a job. Where will I take my kids? I'm an orphan, I have no brothers and sisters. Let me just remain here and suffer. So they'll always suffer in marriages because of that tendency of their blood group. Another thing is that they are delicate and tearful and overprotective. They are very delicate. They don't want to be, something small, they begin crying. You question them, why do you do this? They always just begin crying as a way of maybe escaping from the issue, or they don't solve the problem. They'll begin crying. And then, they are shy and they dislike crowds. These are the people, if you just give them Wi-Fi and electricity, they'll remain in the house for a whole year. They don't want to go out, but blood group O in the house the whole year, he'll disturb you.
But you see, that is something that is very interesting, because my my wife really can stay in the house for a very, very long time.
She's blood group?
I don't know.
But since it's not for women, because women, when they go to the hospital for when they're pregnant, you'll see that just the first page of the book of clinic, you'll find her blood group there. Yeah, it's very easy to find.
I don't know, but I know she's not an O.
She's not O.
For sure.
Okay.
She's not an O.
No wonder you're in your 10th year in marriage.
But now let's get it back to, because you are saying that before you get married you should be able to know.
It's one thing that you know. Although you find that some people it's always
but then so if you realize that this person is an O, don't marry them. What are you saying?
Now you know how to deal with this person. You know, when you don't have the knowledge, it's very hard to know what you're dealing with. But once you know, on what you will be knowing that it's anger that is coming. Oh, Salano, cool down. This is blood group is raising you up.
Yes.
Cool down. But if you don't know, you will be fighting every day. You'll be beating up your wife every day because of your anger issues. But once you know, so what I'm saying is knowledge is better. Once you know that you have loved this one that is blood group and also blood group O, you know by the way we are going to be having anger issues. Are you suffering from it? Can I help you? And then blood group A's, if they left university in 1990 and then they were employed by the government to an office in somewhere in Nairobi, they can stay in that office until they retire. The same office, they have no problem. They come there, they leave, go home. They come there. These are the people who can stay on the same rental house for 20 years. Because they become part of that plot. But a blood group stays 1 month, 2 months, like, he place to harm me. We need another place because they're very adventurous.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons why I was just saying that why most marriages are ending is because you came in very happy, but when you came in, you discover that, we are not compatible because of your blood groups. So it's good because if 47% are blood group O's, A, B, and B share the remaining 53%. So O are able to go and marry A, which is very good. They can marry B, and they can marry AB. So the B factor and A factor, it's a calming factor. And B factor doesn't want noise. So when you begin shouting, they always try to calm you down. They are very harmonious. Like my wife is B. We cannot stay for 2 hours before we solve an issue. She'd be like, Apana, what is it? Let us sit down and talk. Me, I want to prolong at least for a day or two. She's like, no. We have to discuss. I'm telling her, let us talk here later. No, we have to discuss now. Because she wants to come back to a peaceful mood. And that's where they thrive in a peaceful environment. When there is chaos, they hardly take part in things like strikes. They can't. When there's chaos, strikes you and Mapambano, at Monday come with the banners, he'll not come to work. Or they'll just come and just stay back. They don't like chaos, you tear gas, no. Those we see on the streets who are blood group O's. Nani must go, who must go? They are blood group O's.
Really?
Yeah, so when you know that, so that's one of the factors that you should know if you get married.
Before we get into factor number 2, you need to get some water. Maria, our water, I don't know. This is heated now. We need the water.
Thank you.
See, unaona hata wewe you needed the water.
Yeah. Number 2, Jagero, there is how things have been ordered to work. There's an order of things, order of events. For example, the earth spins anti-clockwise. That's how the earth goes anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise, eh?
Yes.
Kama sa.
Yeah.
Kama sa.
Sa inaendanga clockwise. Anti-sa. What's wrong with you?
Unajua mimi sikuenda shule kama nyinyi bana. Me, I didn't go to the university bana.
Hata yeye hakufunza university, ni geography.
Ni geography ya class 7.
Class form 2 hapo kama ulifika. So the earth spins anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Yes.
Anti-clockwise.
Yes. So suppose the earth span clockwise today.
Okay.
Ianza kurudi the other way around.
Okay.
That will be the end of life.
Is it?
Yes, because deserts will turn into marshy. The tropicals will turn into deserts.
Okay.
The waves will begin now going the other opposite direction, will destroy humanity.
Oh, I see.
They'll just be, things will be get spoiled.
The planes and the routes will all go haywire.
Yeah. Then there'll be no life. So what's happening in marriage now? What's happening in marriage nowadays is that we have turned things upside down now.
Okay.
We are going in the opposite direction. That's why marriage is failing.
Okay.
You see, I talked about yoking here last time.
Yoking.
Yes.
Remind us about it.
You yoked 2 bulls.
Okay.
You want to yoke 2 bulls to do a given assignment. And I said when you yoke bulls, there's an assignment behind them. Either you want them to plow your field or to carry a luggage.
Yes.
Now, if I'm yoking 2 bulls together and they're walking towards one direction, for them to accomplish assignment, they must work in same direction, almost same pace, okay? And also
almost same pace.
Same pace, same direction, with the same vision. They know we reach here, we stop, we turn, like that. If one bull walks faster than the other one, they won't do that assignment. If one bull falls down, they won't do that assignment. So in marriage, you find that we began marriage as 2 of us, but along the way, one bull fell down.
Is that so?
Yes. I'm in this marriage, I'm the only one who makes calls. I'm the one there's an issue, I'm the one who addresses it. I'm the one fighting in-laws. You don't do anything about it. I'm the one who is always trying to make this marriage work. I'm the one who looked for counsel last time. I've called a pastor. I've done this. Are you not even helping carry this burden? So one bull is very busy working, another one is down. Unless this bull wakes up, there's no plowing there. Nothing will happen.
There's no plowing.
No plowing will take place. Sio plowing.
I'm just making fun. Wewe ulijua ajiri hiyo na ninaongelelea.
So for this plan to happen, they must move in one direction. They must have same vision. Now, you find that now we're in marriages whereby one bull is moving north, another one is moving south. In the same marriage. We sit here and say that now we were planning to have a house. Where? In Ruiru. Yeah, that place is very good. How much is the house? It's 5M, okay? So we have 2M. Can we pay this deposit at the end of the month and then we'll be doing this? Yes, you agree. End the month, you are told now, are we going to pay the deposit? Which deposit? The one for the house. Which house? So you said we are to have a house in Ruiru. I just don't think that place is good anymore.
Yeah, you've fallen down.
I thought we discussed it.
The bull has fallen down.
The bull has fallen down. Then he tells you, I think we should just buy a plot in Navajolo and build there.
Navajolo?
Yes, that's the place I think we should go. Navajolo again, and we said we should be in Ruiru.
Okay.
So now one bull is going south, another one is going east. So that marriage will not go anywhere. This a bull. Okay, let me leave this story of bulls.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that in marriage, you must have one vision. We must move in same direction. The moment we begin moving apart, we have spoiled everything. You'll find that when I'm talking about moving in direction, you find that we were having a very good, when we began marriage, we were in a very good place as couples to up and then now we want to do these things together. Then you reach a point now, I want to go for further studies. Also, another thing before I leave bulls is that I said they should be moving at the same pace. Sindio, bulls should be walking at the same tip or else they'll not plow. Now, one bull begins running, leaving another one behind. We left school together. Maybe I married my wife, she just left Form 4. She finished Form 4. I had also finished Form 4. Then I go and advance myself. I get a certificate, I get a degree, I do masters, I do PhD. And then my wife remained there with her Form 4 certificate. My wife left in Form 4. Me, we also finished in Form 4 at the same time. I married her.
Yeah.
So me, after getting marriage, I went and did my certificate, did my diploma, did my degree, did my masters, PhD, so I'm advancing. My wife remained where she was. So you find that now, I am now reaching somewhere, I'm like, I think I married the wrong wife. Because you find that your class has now gone higher. You speak with people who are speaking very good English now. Your wife, her English is like village English, like the one. And I told you I was the boy from the village.
Keep the
told you I was boy from the village.
Poor people from the village.
Yes, and now you feel like, now I think I need a upgraded woman. When you are going to work, you find a lady who is speaking very good English. Like, this is my class.
Yeah.
So this
or some Mzungu.
Yeah, and you feel this should be my wife. This, not that one.
Yeah.
So now when the bull ran, I left the other one behind. So we are saying when you're growing as a couple, grow together. Don't grow apart. Grow closer. So you find that now you left this one behind. So like for us, we've been not advancing studies per se, like maybe I'm going for masters, but when we have any book on marriage, we read together. Staki abaki nyuma.
Yeah.
So that when we have a book, when I something good, I tell her, hey, come we watch this thing together. We stand just to watch that.
How do you read a book together in marriage?
See, I just read a paragraph and she reads another paragraph.
Like aloud?
Yes, to bed. So me na soma ta. Next. Evo. As she really, I'm listening. When I'm reading, she's listening. So we go like that, interchangeably. So that I don't have this information na ye hana. So sikutumito wali nongea about marriage yako tu hapo tu kama sanamu. We are going to a conference. Hey, Salano, our speaker. Hey guys, my wife, wave, sit down. Because you don't know how to speak. She may ataharibu an environment.
Yeah.
Because I've grown, I've left her behind. So it's always good for couples to move at the same pace like that. And then there's always the three things. Like in marriage, you have husband, wife, and then God. Okay. So that if one of them is removed, then the marriage will not work.
Okay. So this is factor number 3.
Yes.
Because we talked about the blood group.
Yeah.
We talked about being yoked together.
Yes.
And now we are talking about the 3.
Yes, the 3. Okay. These 3, if you take a man from this relationship, it's no longer a marriage or a marriage. If you remove the husband, it's no longer a marriage. Mm-hmm. If God is removed, you remain the two of you. It's always very hard.
Okay.
So it's husband and wife, then they meet God.
Yeah.
So you'll find that most of us are doing things on our own.
Kuna mali una hepa hapo. Nataka kukuuliza swali hapo kwa three people or 3 things. Yes. You have talked about man, you've talked about woman, you've talked about God. A lot of women right now do not like the idea of Mungu, juu, Bwana, and then mwanamke. What is your response to that? Kwa sababu walisema ya kwamba mwanamke ndio bega mwenye anabeba shingo. Shingo ni nani? Shingo ni mwanaume. Alafu kichwa ni mwanamume, sio? Alafu sasa God is on top.
Yes.
Overlooking each and every one. Do you think that is the way it should be, ama what do you want to say about that?
I told you that there is how the world has been ordered to function. Nikakwambia how the earth spins. If that order is changed kidogo, everything goes in shambles. That's the order. It's God.
Okay.
Husband.
Okay.
Wife. Children.
If
anything is changed in that one,
lakini hawa wanawake, kuna wanawake wa internet hawatakubaliana na wewe ya kwamba unasema sasa bwana wako juu yao, mwanaume ako juu yao.
Sio mimi nasema. The Bible is clear about that.
Can we where does it say that in the Bible, by the way? Can we read it?
Can you read Ephesians 5?
Yeah, I'll read Ephesians 5. Where is my Bible? I've got a Bible ya Jehovah Witness. Ephesians 5. Let me go to Ephesians 5, eh?
5:23.
Ephesians 5:23. Yeah. Ephesians
5:23.
Ephesians 5. Let me go there and then read for us. Sorry, people of the internet, we are going to the Bible right now. Oh, niyo kitu nimeweka pali pabaya. Ephesians
5:23.
Ephesians 5. Actually, it's already there on Google. People are Googling it.
Okay.
People are Googling it. Kuna iko shida hapo. Iko shida hapo.
What does it say?
Ephesians 5:23 says that for the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the savior.
Do you need more explanation on that one?
But see now, the problem that a lot of people will be having is that some people are not Christians and they don't subscribe to the idea of Christianity. So then the question that we should be asking, how about those that are atheists? How about those that are worshipping the Hindu guitar? How about those that are Buddha? How about those that are like this and that and this and that?
They are subscribed to their God and they have how they are told to do in their marriages. Even a Muslim will tell you, according to Quran.
Yes, Quran.
Mume ni kichwa cha mke kulingana na hapa, or they'll refer you somewhere. They'll refer you somewhere.
Okay.
But now me as a Christian, I'm telling you that the head of the house is the husband.
Okay.
That's the order.
Okay.
And this
then the head of the man and the woman is God.
Yes. So it's now the head of the house is the man.
Okay.
The head of the man is God. Now, God is overall to all of us.
Okay.
I am overall to my wife and my children.
Okay.
My wife is overall to her children, like that.
Okay.
So when this order is changed.
Okay. And I have a lot of more questions about that because, Mr. Salano, one of the things that we should be able to do is to explain these things more than they sound.
Yes.
Because I think it is the sound of these things that make people a little bit worried about, because, for example, in the community, we know that husbands have used their powers as the head to do bad things, quote unquote, to women. Women are being battered in marriages. Yes, yeah. Women are being denied their daily bread in marriages. Yeah. There are so many things. Wanasema wewe nilienda kwa baba yako nikalipa ng'ombe, wewe sasa is one of my slaves. See, when we started talking about marriage, we talked about that slave mentality.
Yes.
So I think the danger, and I think one of the things that Christians should be able to explain further, because if you just say that God is the head of us, and then man is the head of the woman and the children, you would understand why it triggers a lot of people and it triggers a lot of women, because it is because of that saying that men have taken advantage of and are abusing them in marriage, saying that they are the head. So I think that one of the things that you should do, just listen to me a little bit. I think one of the because the side note that you should explain is, what does the whole thing mean? Like when you say God is the head and then man is the head, and then woman and children come last. What does it exactly mean in our today relationship? Does it mean that everything that a man says goes, or what does it mean? And as a man hearing this verse, how does he interpret this verse?
I get you. If you have just read chini kidogo,
wacha tuende hiyo chini.
Ephesians 5 now 25.
Ephesians 5 25.
Yes.
It says, husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church.
Just as Christ, meaning you are copying from somebody.
Yes.
I can only love my wife if there is somewhere I'm copying from.
Okay.
I can only supply love in my household if there is a place I'm drawing love from. So, these men who are becoming dictators in their marriage, is Christ a dictator to you? Or who are you copying? Who are you looking up to? Or where are you learning that behavior from? Because the way Christ loves me as the head, he doesn't dictate things on me. He chastens me in a very soft and simple way. He tells me, do this, don't do this. God says, in fact, I think it's Isaiah 1:18, says that, come, let us reason together.
Yeah.
That's God calling man. That's how God is. He doesn't give orders. So me as a man, as a head, I don't now give orders because I've been given the authority to be the head of the house. I should do as Christ does. So as I am leading, I'm leading as Christ leads. So it's not about now God telling me, go and take over the house. Now I've given authority to go and lead your house. Then now I am the king of this house. You are not the final authority. I am also submitted to another authority, which is God. So whatever I'm doing, I should be accountable to Christ. At the end of the day, I'm doing this because Christ you taught me. I'm beating my wife because Christ you've been beating me. So what you are doing, why women are also seeing this as something that's awkward, is because women have come up with our own rules. We have spoiled the order of things. That's not how Christ is doing it. So this love should come from Christ to us, to children. Then if I continue, there's a statement that I had recently that I did not like. A very great woman of God saying that if you want to live a happy life, remain single. Because marriage is not for happy people. Then I was like, why are we getting married then? If marriage is not for happy, but if you want to live a happy life, stay single. So it means single people are happy, but married people are not happy. They should be sad. Is that the order of God? Did God say now that, tell me, you see, when God made a man was just made pungulu. Without any, that's why if we undress you, Jagero, you stand here, and you undress a woman and you make her stand here, no one will look at you. There's nothing to admire on you. You are just shapeless there like that. Yeah, and your body is just iliwekwa tu. But for a woman, there was some artistic that God took time. There are some curves that will make you looking at them. If she's facing any direction, she's attractive from any direction. Are you saying? So if she turns from the front, you're like, wow. If she turns back, wow. If you are blind, if you say, wow. Even the hand, the skin, the tone, how the tender the skin is, she is just different. But for a man, nothing is good to you. You are just there like a block. So God saw that after making man, it's like we have made a car model and we want to improve on it. So kipata kama tusaituko, this is a Camon 30S. We had Camon 30. So we want to improve this model to do it. So when God was making a woman, he saw that there was something that man was lacking that he will bring in your life. So that if you are lonely, you should bring warmth. If you are incapable, he should come and bring you some help. If the burden was heavy, he should come and help you. If you are very sad, he should come and give you joy and happiness. But where are we drawing this joy? From the Lord. Because the joy of the Lord is our strength. So when I draw from him and then I give to my wife, then she's able to supply it to children. If you are in a happy marriage whereby kids see you hugging, kids see you giving peck to each other, you tell your son, go and tell mama I love him so much. That's how also love is shared. They say, how do you involve kids in your marital or in your romantic relationship? You can tell your son, hey son, come, I want to send you to your mom. Go and tell mom, she's the best woman in the whole world. Tell her that daddy loves her so much, that since I met her, my life changed. Hey, so your son will be mom. Mom, daddy is saying that he loves you, that you are the best thing that happened to him, and that you are very beautiful. Then mom say, oh really? Thank you. Go and tell your dad, I love that man very much. So you will begin involving. So when kids grow in such an environment, their kids growing very responsive. They look forward to having love. So you can't say that kids. But now imagine you come home daily, you are beating your wife. Every day you are fighting in that house. Now that's where I grew, me personally. That's where I grew from, that environment. So yes, from what that woman was saying, when my father was very sad with my wife, with his wife or with my mother fighting every day, as we were happy. We can't be happy. Where will you draw happiness from? Every day you see your mother being beaten, you can't be happy. Your father comes home every day drunk, singing and quarreling. Where? Nani yako kwa iboma? Who is here? Come here. You can't be happy. So there is nowhere kids can be in a happy marriage, or kids can be happy in a marriage, yet you two are not happy. So happiness is supplied from the source, from God to the husband to the wife, like that. We have also turned things around. Just the order. I'm still talking about the order. How we turn orders around. Even on how we raise our children. Okay? You find that nowadays, you are saying that my father really beated me. I'll never beat my children. I'll never cane my child. Because I suffered. My kids can also suffer. I can't allow that. So your kids, they make mistakes. You're just there. Daddy, hey, okay, I'll punish you. I'm going to withdraw the toys for 2 hours. So you go and take toys and hide for 2 hours. Now you've punished her the best. Or go and squat in that corner. Squat there for 20 minutes. So your child is squatting in the corner. That's the biggest discipline you can give him. Your son makes a mistake in school. He's punished. He comes home crying. Then you go to school and you quarrel and even fight the teacher before your child. That's a very bad thing we are doing. You see, these teachers, they are the parents who stay with our children. In fact, they take more time than us. If you have an issue with a teacher, don't let a child know that you are having arguments. Because the way this child will treat the teacher, so for me, in my house, I have my pipe. I have my very good kiboko. When a child makes a mistake, I call him. Okay? What have you done? I did this and this and this. Was it good? No. So what should I do? I should get a kiboko. Go and bring it. We have a pipe, a gas. So how many do you want? You tell me.
People will say that you are abusing your child.
No.
You belong.
We are in agreement.
You belong in prison.
No, I don't slap my children.
Okay.
I don't give my children jabs. I don't kick them. I don't cane them in the stomach or on the head or on the back. Lala Chini, you said before, I give you 4 good ones. And then you go. And then the Bible says that spare the rod, spoil the child. That if you cane your child, he will not die. He will not die. We are having kids whereby you come to visit Michagero, I've put for you a juice in your glass. My son just comes and takes and drinks. I'm like, Daddy, no. No, Jagero, you are not kwanga. You see, just understand him, he's a smaller child. Daddy, no, please, give visitor his juice. No, I'm not giving him. Please give visitor his juice. So now, you have okay, auntie, bring another glass, just give. So the child wins.
The child wins.
The child wins. We went to preach somewhere. I'll just give this story.
Okay.
We went to preach somewhere. And I was to sleep there because it was very far. I could not come the same day.
Yeah.
So after the service, we went to this man of God's house.
Okay.
So it was around 5 in the evening. Now the service is over. We went there and we found the son. Son around 5 years, 6 years, watching cartoons. So we were like 4 men, plus the host pastor, almost 5 men.
Okay.
So he said, Toto, give me the remote. You want to watch something? The child said, no, I don't want to give you remote. The man was like, we actually shake a remote. Hey, Ningumu, this one, you can't take remote from him. Once he has sold it, he's very hard. So we sat there 5 men watching cartoons from... we sat there watching cartoons from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was on Sunday. I used to watch Churchill show. I used to miss it. Imepita. The child is watching cartoon. We can't watch news. The child is watching cartoon. Until the child dozed off. Then the father went and stole the remote from the hand slowly and turned on the channel. I was like, God, whose house is this? Whose remote is that? In my house? The one I pay the rent. The TV I bought with my money. You control it. We have turned things upside down, Jagero.
Okay.
When we are going, someone said something powerful. If you are going with your child to a market, when you are at the door, ask your child, what do you want? I want yogurt, I want ice cream, and I want queen cakes. Okay, let's get in. Pick yogurt, pick ice cream, pick queen cake. That is all. If you pick any other thing that do not agree, you will not. Because later they begin changing mind. I also want this. No. So don't give your kid so liberty. At a child picks something, you tell him, return. No. He falls down. Okay, take it. You end up doing shopping that never did. So we have turned Ephesians 6:1 upside down. Now it is, parents, obey your children in the Lord. Honor your son and your daughter that you may live long. That's why we are seeing, Jagero, parents are burying their children.
What does that mean?
Because we've changed the order of things.
So this means that these kids are getting into trouble.
Yes, we don't discipline them. Bible says this, we don't discipline them. Now, we have reached a point where now a child is now beating the parent. You find that now a child slaps the parent. I saw a boy almost 12. I almost slapped. A boy slapped the mother before me in a supermarket. And I was like, surely? Nikasema ziwache dakavili. Tap, mom. I'm like, hey, sorry, what is it? We were with a certain guy. Mpono ni mtoto? So mpige. Sijaipiga mtoto wangu nizaliwe. I've never caned this since. So how do I even start from? So we think we are giving them soft life. So we have turned things upside down. Now it's parents, obey your child in the Lord. Honor your son and your daughter that you may live long. And it's working, Jagero, because we are seeing boys reaching 20, wamepigwa na mawe, wamekufa. We are seeing daughters, wameenda kwa wapi HIV, they are dead. Now parents are living longer than their children. Because now parents have now become so humble, they can't punish them. Now the world is dealing with them outside there. The order for God was that children to obey their parents. so that the children may live long. But they don't do that. We've done things upside down.
But is there a way that you can discipline your child without caning them?
I don't know if you have any.
Yeah.
But for me, that works for me very well. Even if any school I enroll my child, I always make it very clear. I tell my teachers, for me, I always cane my children at home. So if you see my child is misbehaving, kindly cane them. And if you see he's not doing it again, call me. Tell me I caned your son and he has done this again. I'll come and cane you before the class. And I'll cane you thoroughly. And then I'll let you the teacher. So that this child will know that this teacher is right. Let the children know that teachers are right.
Teachers are right all the time, Mr. Solano?
Not always, but let them know that these teachers, you see, these are things we are doing like now, parents, when I say, Toto, I'm sorry, forgive me, I caned you. You should never appear apologetic before your child.
But that
as long as them who have made
some
mistakes.
people say that this is giving children trauma, bro. Some people say that this one is giving children trauma.
I'll ask you again.
And mother wounds and father wounds.
There is discipline and there is punishment.
Okay.
I'm talking about discipline. And I've told you before I discipline my child, I ask him, what have you done? I did the 1, 2, 3, 4. As the Solanos, do we do that? I heard you abused someone. Do the Solanos abuse each other? Have you ever heard me abusing your mother? No. Have you heard your mother calling me names in this house? No. Where did you hear that? So it means it's a foreign thing in this family, isn't it? So did you do it good? No. So what do I do? You cane me. How many? 4 or 5.
Is it always, they are the ones that choose the number of caning?
They decide. And they know. Because we have we have 10-year-old boy, 10-year-old girl. We have 3-year-old daughter, 2-year-old boy. So you cannot tell me, give me 1. What will the 3-year-old suggest? So as a 10-year-old.
So you force them to say 4.
I don't force.
Okay.
Anajua. So okay, you are the boy, you are the older one.
Yeah.
How many do you want? Give me 5. The guy will say, give me 4. And I'll give them 4. They go, they cry, I call them back. We discuss, I let them, what was it good? And in fact, but my kids, many times when I give them cane, it doesn't happen daily. Once in a while.
Once in a while. I think that is very important to say.
Yes, because they don't just nimeanza na kiboko from down. But then when you begin from down, those errors begin reducing with the time. They begin reducing with the time. Because they begin knowing that they know this is good, this is bad. So
can I ask you something that's very controversial?
Wait first.
Okay.
So my kids, when I punish them, most of the times I've seen them coming with the letters after that. After I've caned them, they calm down, they come and tell you, Dad, I'm sorry, what I did was not good. So they appreciate that kiboko that I gave them. And we have also given them examples of kids who are not punished and how they ended, and those who are punished and how they ended. What was your question?
My question is that a lot of people are saying that the reason why kids are not being disciplined right now is because of the issue of single mothers, that women tend to struggle with disciplining children. Do you agree?
Yes, most mothers, they... Jagero, I think, I don't have evidence, but I think that the role
You don't have evidence, but you think.
But I think the role of disciplining in the house should be the role of the father.
Okay.
Yes, that should be the role of the father in the house. So that he's not bringing order in the house. That should be the role of the father. So when the father is not in that house, the wife will struggle punishing them. Me, I can, even in the house, you could see my wife is there saying, hey, do this. She shouts so much. Because they don't take her much serious. Even if she says, bring a kiboko, they'll run very fast and bring. Because when she canes them, they don't feel as if it's very strong. But when I say, who is that shouting? You will see there's silence in the house.
Okay.
Not I'm a dictator, but they know that.
You're not a dictator.
They say that.
You're not a totally.
No. They say that, but then I'm their best friend.
Okay.
So it's not that, I'm not like my father who used to. My father used to punish us, not to discipline us. My father hit me with a hammer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in one of my ribs, and it disarmed for it has just a few years ago. It was an issue for a very long time. He hit my ribs with a hammer. My father broke my brother's both hands one time.
Broke?
Yes, he broke this one. He kapona breaking in. So I have seen my father beat our sister with a stool. I have seen my father pour hot vegetables on my sister's face kwa sababu tu haina salt. The whole plate on the face, and it was a pot. So it was going like that. So I have seen, and to him that
That's
was
dangerous.
Yes, that was disciplining his children. I've seen my father slapping us with a panga. That's someone who can even cut you. So he slaps you with a kwa mgongo. So me, I'm telling you, I slaps zao kutulipata mingi pako unaona giza. He slaps you. So I'm saying that I cannot slap my children. I can't hit them on their head. I can't kick them. I can't use a tool to beat them. I discipline them with an order. Even God chastens us. So I tell them, come, lie down, your buttocks. Nowhere else. Not the back, not the head. Buttocks. I give you, you go away. That is it. So it's unfortunate for homes that are only having one parent, which is maybe a mother. They struggle to do that. Some will try to bring order, but I feel the order. If you, I've seen even home whereby the man says, "Mimi, what is the mother who deals with them? It's weak. It's a weak father. The father is the source of that house. Father means source. The word father means source. So you are the
Does
source.
it?
Yes. The word in Greek, the word father means source. So you are the source of. That's why even if there is an issue in your marriage, you'll always question the father, not the mother or the children.
Okay.
If your marriage is going haywire,
okay,
ask the father.
Okay.
You are the CEO. You are the manager. If this company is going bad, Kajera, I can't come and question that young man here. Come here. Why is this thing going bad? Videos may come by last Jagero. You are the head.
Videos may come by.
Jagero.
I like that one. Your video may come by.
Sitauliza hawa. Kama ni hao ndio wali edit. I ask you because you are the one in charge.
Nani ukweli watu wananiuliza Jagero hakuna sound. Shida iko wapi?
Ushaika hapo unaunda sound. You have never done that. This sound. People are doing that. Yeah. But they'll come and question you. So when you see your marriage is not working well, we'll question you as the head of that family. What are you not doing? And then, when I was talking about the threes, I was coming somewhere.
Okay.
So I was just introducing the three. I said that we have God, then we have husband, then we have wife.
Okay.
When now we come to wife and husband, we have three pillars that hold them together.
Okay.
One of them is love.
Okay.
Another one is respect.
Okay.
Another one is trust.
Okay.
These are like the three stones that hold a sufria in the village.
A sufria in the village, yes.
Yeah, don't forget about your gas in the house or the
man. I have cooked with the three stones.
Yes, the three stones in the village.
When I was in the village with my mother, we were cooking on the three stones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that analogy.
So we have trust, we have love,
and we have respect.
Yes. So these are the three stones.
Three pillars.
There is a TV called Three Stones TV.
No.
There is one on the internet. I've seen one called Three Stones TV.
They better be three stones. So you see, these stones, you may see one stone is almost going to fall, and then you come and hold that sufria, and then you say, anyway, that stone let it just fall. I'll hold this thing until the food cooks.
Okay.
How long will you hold it?
So hot, bro.
You'll just begin hitting, and then you'll find yourself leaving that sufria alone. So in a marriage, when love goes, trust and respect cannot stand. In a marriage where there's no respect, love and trust can't hold it. In a marriage where there's no trust, love and respect goes away. When I talk about love between couples, my wife and I want to make it clear that your wife or your husband, what I'm saying about my wife, Sana, there's no way I can do it. Yes, your wife. So my wife and my wife is the number one human priority on earth. She's my number one human priority. If I'm told to choose between my wife and my mother, I should choose my wife.
Hey, that's controversial, eh?
If I'm told to choose between my wife,
a man should always choose his mother, eh?
Okay. I'm talking about the order of things.
Okay. The order of things.
The order of things.
All right, let's go about.
Why is the earth life ending? The order of things the earth has gone clockwise.
It should be going anti-clockwise.
Now it's going clockwise. Now the marriage it's now going clockwise. The order is that between me and my father, I should choose my wife. Between my wife and my sisters, I should choose my wife. Between my wife and my brother, I should choose my wife. Between my wife and my children, I should choose my wife.
Between your wife and your children,
I should choose my wife.
You should choose your wife.
Yes.
Not your children.
No.
Homera.
Not even my mother who carried me for 9 months.
Homera.
Marriage is the strongest relationship ever on earth.
Not blood.
Not blood. There is nowhere we are told that you and your mother are one. There is nowhere you're told that you and your father are one. There's no you're told that you and your sister or your children are one. And by the way, children are not part of the marriage.
Oh, that's dangerous. Now you are in a very dangerous place. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Children are not part of the marriage. Children are just a product of the marriage. So what we make a mistake is that we make them part of our marriage. Then our attention goes to our children and forget about the marriage. Children are strangers who will just overstay their welcome, but one day they'll go and leave the two of you. So if the love that you had died or it was on children, that's why you see most marriages, when kids grow, marriage ain't flavor tena. I was here for kids. We are meoleka, we are meoa. Then now, what am I doing in this marriage? I better go and stay with my son. Or tell my son, look for me a house somewhere, stay stuck and bayenu. Because it was kids who are keeping
Ama anachukuliwa naenda America.
Yes, now the kids come collect their mother, take her to America. The father remains in Kenya under a tree every day. You visit your wife right now. When your years are coming now, utakuwa nasikia tu something's being fried in the kitchen. Very good smell. Unasema hiyo leo ni kuku, unaletewa cabbage. Sinasikia kitu kinuka huko, kitu ulinunua. Unanuka kule kitu ulinunua. Sons will be sending money through their mother. So work on that relationship right now. So that when I can tell my wife, this is my bank account, this is my money that I have. I'm open like that. She'll be open to me those days.
This is what our son has sent.
This is what our son has sent. Daddy, what do I do for you? What do I buy for you? Now, when we make a mistake, and then I've seen people saying that I cannot trust a stranger and leave my mother. They call their wives a stranger who came their marriage. I can't trust a stranger with my life and live, and I must stand with my mother. I must stand with my mother. The Bible says, a man shall leave his father and mother and shall be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one. But during the wedding, who leaves the father and the mother? During the wedding, who leaves the father and the mother?
See the girl.
It's the girl. But what does the Bible say? A man shall leave his father and his mother and join to his wife. But we see the wife leaving their father and mother and coming to your home. Why is it so? It's because a woman never leaves fathers in their lives. They only transfer to another father.
Ebu explain hiyo kidogo
Imekupita.
Imenipita kabisa. Ebu explain kidogo.
When this
but I love it. I love the sound of
yes.
it.
When this girl was in her father's house,
okay,
the father was providing for her everything. Her father was protecting her and watching over her. What this father is going to do, there's only a simple transfer of fatherhood from this father to another father. So when your wife comes in your life, she's just becoming as your daughter again. You are now her new father. So you are expected to continue doing what the father was doing. So a woman never leaves her father or her mother. She just transfers from one father to another father, and then she continues to be in that father. But you, the man, you should believe your father and your mother. A woman has only gotten a new father, so she's still under her father. And this father should continue to protect her, to provide for her, and to cover her.
Maswala hayo ngumu.
Ni magumu kweli. Sio magumu Jagero. Sio magumu.
Maswala hayo ngumu.
Sasa umekuja, mmekuwa mwili mmoja. Marriage entails living and cleaving.
Living and cleaving.
Cleaving. Leaving your father and mother and cleaving to your wife.
The
order has been disrupted. Men have refused to leave. And they want to, and neither have they cleaved. So they are in between. So a man is between the mother and the wife. The man is between the father and the wife. He never left, he never cleaved, but saying he's in a marriage.
Is that so?
That is not marriage. If you cleaved, you will not call your mother for advice on how to run your marriage. We are in marriages where mothers are running their sons' marriages. A mother says, Kesho, my daughter is coming there, has finished from 4, they are coming to be there. Yes. Tell your wife, We want the following and the following. Yes. You are supposed to buy land where? No, I can't allow. You have to buy that land in Ishiswisi. Yes, ma'am. Jagero, I have encountered ladies on TikTok. I just began the TikTok live the other day.
Yeah.
Women who are in marriages whereby it is the mother-in-laws who give shots. Whereby it is the father-in-laws giving shots. It's sisters dictating what should be happening in that. I think I talked about this thing about relatives sometimes back.
Yeah, and people were very mad at you.
But I think it's a topic we'll discuss on its own.
Yeah.
Mambo ya relatives and mother-in-laws. But in short,
Mambo ya relatives and mother-in-laws.
Yes. But the thing is, men have refused to live and cleave. So a man is yet in between. Like, for example, I'm charging my phone on this socket here. And then you tell me you want to use this socket. I have to unplug it. Then I go and plug somewhere else where it will continue charging. But now, it means when I've plugged, I have no relationship with that socket again.
Yes.
Because it's no longer helping me. Where I'm going to plug somewhere else where it's going to help me. So as we have unplugged, then tumebaki na simu kwa mkono na charger. We are expecting the phone to continue receiving power. Until you cleave, there's nothing you are doing. So until men...
You unplug from your father and your mother.
And then you don't plug to your wife.
Okay.
So you are still in between, hanging with your phone. It's now 1%. You want it to continue holding power. It will go off. And that's how your marriage will end.
So that is the power going off is your marriage ending.
Your marriage ending. Your marriage ending. Because after leaving your father and your mother, because you are under them, when you now move to your wife, now you cleave and become one. The moment you have become one, now you begin running your marriage as a man. I'm now the man of this house. I'm now the father. I am the source. That's why this thing was good. Now we should be having 50-50 in marriage. It should not happen. Even if your wife is earning more than you. As the source of this house, I'll ensure that this house is paid, if it's rental, that we have a roof over us as the father. That my kids have clothes on their bodies. That we have food in this house. Full time, main shopping is the father doing it. And then also, I'll ensure that things like school fees are being paid. The wife will tell me, I feel that I should, even Wi-Fi, it's me to pay. Somebody says, "What lipa Wi-Fi?" Now you mean me lipa fee measure, so you will pay Wi-Fi? No, let your wife tell you.
No,
she can, but it's not you tell her pay Wi-Fi. Let her say, by the way, Baba Nani, I was thinking that I can pay.
So that means that
if there is that unity.
So that means that if I am, for example, earning 100,000, and the wife is earning 400,000, then she should send it to my account. True.
So that you can plan.
Yeah, because then where is the 400,000?
If you have that unity, if they have that unity and that openness,
or you take a phone and pay those things, bro.
No, what I'm saying is that.
But you said that you can go to a phone.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
But not stealing. Even when
you're stealing, how you're paying Wi-Fi.
Even if I'm saying like me,
you're stealing, how you're paying Wi-Fi.
I have seen people saying on the internet that I can't give my wife my passwords because she'll steal my money. So I'm like, Mbona mulioa wezi? Yes, because you see, if a woman will become a thief, if you are restraining those finances from her, you hide, she doesn't know what you earn, she doesn't know what you have in your account. The day she'll have access to those money, she'll take them away. But if my wife knows that in my M-Pesa I have 3K, she'll not steal it. She'll tell me, by the way, I wanted to buy something. Can I take 1K? Yes. She'll tell me. So even her, she'll tell me, by the way, you'll just see your wife, maybe she has bought mboga kwa nyumba, leo tunakula kuku nini. Let her do those small things, okay? Mboga, siju kesho, chai maziwa manini. You'll see she's buying curtains. There are things like us men we can't buy. Me, as long as we have a house. Hata kama madirisha hakuna curtain, we are going to live. We have no problem. So you have to need carpet on the floor. It's not my thing. So it's a woman will come, we need a carpet here. She'll come and fix. These curtains, we need this color that's matching whatever. She'll come and she'll begin doing things because she has that freedom. But you tell her now, my wife, what do you earn? 50-50. We share bills. She will work, she'll go pande.
Can I ask you another question then? Because you've talked very at length about the man protecting the wife in that way. Yeah. You unplug from your father,
yes,
and you go and plug onto your wife, figuratively. But then, can you also speak about women that still get connected to their people and not treating the man as the person that they should plug into?
Again, I'll say that I'll question the CEO of that company. Because a woman will always just do what you are doing to her. She'll always reciprocate. There's this issue of submission and loving. I can't love her until she submits. And she's saying I can't submit until he loves me. So, which one came first between loving and submission?
I think loving.
Loving, as the head. You are the one who is leading. The moment you just love your wife, she'll just submit automatically. And she'll not even have a reason of going. But then when a woman is loved, then she just stays in her marriage. She won't even want to visit their home. I'm fine. She won't even want to go home. You see a woman going to the home every now and then, calling home, and then there's a problem in this marriage. That's why she's seeking solace. She's looking for who can I talk to? Who can help me? Now she'll begin calling her mother, calling her father. She's involving them in this issue because you as the head, you failed to lead the house. So she's looking for a solution, another place. But a woman who is in her marriage, she will hey, now squeeze. Sorry, I was to call you, mom. How are you doing? I'm fine. Her mind is in her marriage. When women come in marriage, they come with their head in. As long as you are the father who is taking of them, they come with their full.
Do you think that men have let down women in marriages?
Not, I don't think they have. They have. All this, even if you begin from all these women you see on the streets, prostitutes, who took them on streets? Men. There's a man who had broke her, another one had broken another. She went to streets. These single mothers we're seeing walking around here bitter. Who did that? Men. There's no woman who...
Lakini wanaume wengine wanasema ya kwamba hawa wasichana vichwa ngumu tu. Kuna wengine vichwa ngumu tu wataki kukaa na mabwana. What do you say?
Yeah, I think I talked about marriage-oriented people and those who are not marriage-oriented. Yeah, so there are those who just come to marriage to test. Kuna mwenye aliandika mahali akasema ati, mimi nilifanya trial and error na ndoa, ikakataa nikatoka. Kama ulienda kama trial and error, haita work. You've just gone to try. Marriage is not about going to try. It's either you want to be in it or you are not. Just stay out of it.
As we wrap this, people perhaps who are listening to us might wonder, is marriage a big deal? Is it a very difficult venture? Or it's just an easy thing as we wrap up?
It's not. Though we'll talk about now trust and respect later on in the next episode. But now, marriage, if we remain in the order of God, we don't spin clockwise. It's a very easy thing to move in with. Because if I respect you, that's how I'm going to speak to you. If I respect you, that's how I'll address your issues. I'll be listening to what you are saying. And then people will call us simps. They will just call us simps the other day. And these men who are being called simps, their marriages are doing so well. Go and see their houses. These are men who are
you saying that men should be simps?
Not they should not be simps, but I'm saying that, okay, what is a simp?
You answer it because you're saying the men that are being called simps. What is a simp?
They're at their mercies of their wives.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah. Something like that.
We are at the mercy of the wife. Bibi anasema ruka unaruka.
Hey.
But let me tell you, I am still the head of that house. I'm the one who gives direction of that house.
Yeah.
So as long as my marriage is working, you call me a simp, you call me a what, as long as it's working, I am happy, my wife is happy, my kids are happy. That's all I need.
All we go after is happiness.
Happiness, yes.
Others are stories.
No, others are stories. So let us remain to what God wanted the marriage to be. What was God's intention for marriage to be? Marriage is to be respected. Marriage, there should be love. There should be trust. There should be forgiveness. And there should be that mutual understanding between the husband and the wife. None should be... That's how simple it should be.
Okay, I want us to end it now, but then before we go, I just want to check what we are talking about next. So, people of the internet, I have been with Salana for the last 1 hour and some Nyiriri. You know Nyiriri? Nyiriri is minutes in Luo.
Oh, Nyiriri. Okay.
Ginyiriri Machuok. Yeah, so we've been talking about why do happy marriages still end in divorce. And I really love the unpacking of the hidden emotional disconnects, the unmet needs, and the evolving entities. So this gentleman has written me a very good structure of how we are going to go with this conversation. Yeah. I want to call it a short season with Mr. Solano. Wow. And I really, really love it. We are going to be talking about bedroom battles in our next episode when one partner wants more or less in marriage.
In marriage.
Yeah.
And then just to, as I wrap up, you're going to have 3 books.
Okay. Yes. I'm gonna ask you about that.
I have 3 books right now. Not I, but we have 3 books with my wife.
You and your wife?
Yes, my wife and I.
You're plugged into each other.
And it's so easy.
Yeah.
So we have 3 books. One book is called Sacred Intimacy.
Sacred Intimacy. Is that about sex?
If you are in a marriage that is getting bored.
Okay.
This guy used to call you for hours.
Yeah.
Used to chat the whole day. Nowadays it's just a move I want to address.
Yeah.
You become so flat, you no longer chat, you no longer talk. One is on the couch, another one is in the bedroom.
Yeah.
You don't go to bed the same time. That gap is growing. This book is an antidote. It will help you to come closer and heal each other. It's work, it's fire. You see the triggers I talked about last time?
Yeah.
You sleeping naked. There are other triggers. There are many.
You have got 10 of them.
10 of them. Very good triggers.
We should talk about those other triggers in our subsequent episodes.
No, they should buy the book and read it for themselves because you can't talk all of them here.
Yeah.
And then another book.
Okay.
Another book is called Healing After Infidelity.
Okay.
Maybe you are in a marriage and then your husband cheated on you or you cheated on your husband. You need healing. There's a woman who called me 2 days ago. She told me that her husband, she's now in marriage for 25 years. Her husband cheated on her when she was on their 5th year in marriage. He apologized, then they accepted to move on. She has been in pain until now she wants to leave the 25th year. So she has bbeen in pain for 20 years.
So how to heal?
So before you decide whether you want to stay in that marriage or you want to go out, you must heal first. Most people are, I'm in this marriage, I try another one, it fails, it keeps on failing. It's because we live this relationship with our uchafu without healing. Let me give a very short example as we wrap up.
Yes.
I'm in a house where I'm staying, and then there's a rat that died in that house. Then I dropped in the gunia somewhere in our house. Then our house began stinking. We said, let us move from this house. It's stinking so much. Then we carried that gunia, go with it to another house again. Again it's stinking. Then we keep on moving. Until we dispose that gunia that is stinking, we'll never settle. So you'll keep on failing in other marriages until you heal. So if you don't heal, so healing after infidelity is another very good book that will help you to heal if you are heartbroken, you want to gain back yourself and to make your value better. Then the third book is about how to deal with the long distance marriages and relationships.
Yeah.
It's called Gapping the Distance.
Gapping the Distance. Mtu wako Ulaya.
Mtu wako Ulaya.
Mwingine hapo huku Kenya.
Hata mwingine ako tu Busia, mwingine in Mombasa, but you meet after 6 months. So unapata there's no communication, you end up suffering that relationship. There is how you can work together and still be close yet far away from each other. So all these books are still in PDF soft copy. I'm just giving that 500 each.
Very good.
500 only.
Please, people of the internet,
only.
You must buy this book. About
can I leave a number here?
Yes, you can leave a number.
So that they can
yes,
contact.
You can, yes.
Yes, 07 16
okay.
87 61 69 or 07 28 794 307. Ndio inapita hapo chini.
Thank you very much, people of the internet. That was Mr. Solano. The other name is so difficult. I really struggle to pronounce it. McGill or whatever. Magically. Solano Magically. What is your third name, sir? Inzai Solano Magically.
Yes.
Thank you very much, people of the internet, and I'll see you in the next episode with Mr. Solano. Thank you very much.